So we met in 2011, and we went to college at the same time, and we lived in dorms, and we used to just kind of hang out in a dorm room and play music together. Mostly freely improvised. Like we got really into free improvisation for many years, and eventually I started writing a lot more music. And Daniel's been in bands with me for years in all kinds of different situations. So I always just imagine bass, but not even just this bass in general. Just like Daniel, I imagine Daniel playing these songs, and then specifically this acoustic guitar and upright bass. I got this guitar in 2017, and there's just always been something really magical about the mixture of this guitar and this specific bass.
This specific bass with this guitar, I think, has some type of darkness, like a warmth, and I was like, oh yeah, it is really inspiring to hear these two instruments together, and then with our musical background together, it's been very fun.
Well, yeah, this is a Waterloo WL-12. It's a 12 fret version of their flagship model, which is a WL-14. Yeah.
And I don't know much about this bass, but it's a German bass from maybe 1920. But who knows it's a whole thing. But I don't know exactly where this bass is from.
Yeah, I like that it's old. Maybe 1920.
Maybe, yeah. The earliest it could possibly is 1890, but we don't know. Yeah. Unknown.
The first song we played, Nature Walk, and another song we played called The Bar, those two were actually on a solo acoustic EP that I recorded a couple years ago when I first moved to California. And originally there was no improvisation. It was just little vignettes. They were like 1 minute, maybe less, of music. And the goal was just to try to be concise and distill kind of the functional elements of the music. And then when Daniel moved back to California and we started playing together again, I wanted to kind of expand the set. It was functional in the sense of we need to play shows and they need to be longer. But then aside from that, we have this like chemistry as improvisers, and I wanted to reintroduce that into these songs. And then the other song that I wrote, Nightwalker, that one, improvisation in the middle was kind of built in. It was one of the first tunes I started writing after Daniel moved to California, and I wanted to deliberately create a progression that we could improvise on and develop something out of.
Yeah, and it's been nice to play these, like in the past we played them just straight down with very little improvisation, and now that we can like kind of bake more of the improvisation into it, it's been nice to have that kind of contrast of the different approach maybe.
Yeah, I remember the first time that we played Nightwalker and you went for a solo, it like shaped the song more. Because, like by itself, it's just these like two sections. And then when you started to improvise, I was like, I actually understand how this song is supposed to work.
Oh, now. Interesting.
I think we're still firmly rooted in a jazz tradition. Like that's where we both come from. But jazz is a broad term. So I would say there's definitely like a folk influence. There's also, Daniel and I have played so much music together, like in bands ranging from like full on rock to hip hop to folk. We're in a folk project now. So I think jazz is an umbrella term, but there's instrumental jazz folk is kind of the catch-all for now. I came up playing kind of metal guitar for picking kind of things, and then I got really into classical guitar in college, and I studied with this great guitarist named Adam Rogers, who actually also studied classical music, even though he's mostly known for his jazz playing. And we went through a pretty rigorous process of learning a little bit of repertoire, but a lot about technique, like down to like how to file your nails and stuff like that. And so a lot of my finger picking comes from that study, whether it's like Soar studies or Giuliani studies or something, and then I just put a pick in my hand, and then the stuff comes out. So